So, oh,
hey, what was your name again?
Joy.
Joy.
Yes.
Hey, we're gonna go ahead and ask some of the questions, and you kind of tell your experience and your story. Tell me a little bit when you first started. What was your idea with your health? What were some of the things that you were considering?
So before I came, I was actually considering lipo because my stomach area was starting to round out. I couldn't figure out why there wasn't too many differences in my diet that I had always had. But I know that I struggle with constipation. I have been I don't know if they diagnosed me fully with IBS. They did prescribe Linzess. I actually went through a trial of drugs to see which one performed the best, and the Linzess, the stronger dose of Linzess, was the only one that would produce a bowel, but not every day, not consistently. So I started looking for more holistic, just ways for me to do it without having to take medication, and that's when I stumbled upon the hydrotherapy.
Tell me a little bit about your. You don't have to go into specifics, but you are on the outside looking in. Deal with medical insurance, right? So you know all about health concerns with other people, at least that you help people with insurance. So you know that people are always trying for their health. So your idea was you tried the regular doctors and allopathic, and then now you wanted to incorporate integrative care with naturopathic, natural stuff too, right? Okay.
Yeah, well, because the medicines that they were prescribing, or just the trial ones that we were doing, I don't feel like I was getting the result that I was looking for. I was having more bowel movements.
Was it loose, or did you have real movements? Or explosive, I've heard some people say sometimes.
Mine was it was never really explosive. One of the medications, it was explosive. I didn't do that one.
Good.
With the Linzess, it was just more frequent, but it was still just once a day. It was just like once a day, every 2 days, instead of I was only going like once a week. So but it wasn't every day.
Wow.
And it was almost like if you had to take it at a certain time with a certain meal for it to work.
Whoa.
So, and it was $350 a month.
What?
So I stopped taking the Linzess just because it wasn't efficient.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out what else I could do to help to use the bathroom.
And it wasn't even that much when you did go, right?
No, it wasn't like a full bowel movement.
Maybe pebbles or something.
It was just something.
Small.
Yes.
Anything was better than that.
Right. It was just something, but it still wasn't providing relief. Now, before I started going to the GI doctor, I had really bad back pain, and I would go to the just urgent care to figure out why is my back hurting so bad. And when she did the X-ray, she said you're full of SHIT, but she let me know you are very constipated. She told me to take magnesium citrate.
Oh Lord.
And she told me to do 3.
Oh my word.
And it didn't work.
Oh
and
my
I did
word.
3 and it didn't work. I drink
Wow.
water all day, every day. So that's when I started to feel like, okay, maybe I need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like a GI doctor. It was hard to get into a doctor. Then when I finally got to one, it was try all these different medications that didn't work. And then when I found one that kind of, it worked the best of those, it was $350 and it still didn't work every day. So anyway, that's how I ended up with hydrotherapy and ended up here.
And then because I know you had told me, because you gained weight over time and you've had this for years, where your bowel has been so slow and it's starting to add symptoms to your body and that are just getting worse. It's nothing had worked, and then you're considering doing some lipo to remove fatty tissue and reduce weight and size and all of that.
Because I thought it was just I was gaining weight. When you get on the scale, it's showing that you're gaining weight, and my stomach, but it was just my stomach area that was expanding. So I did consider lipo. It was going to be like $10,000.
Oh my God.
I considered lipo, but even if I knew that I was constipated, so even if I did have the lipo and they removed the fat, I was still going to be constipated. Like that part, what they cannot do anything about.
Bowel infection.
No.
No,
so,
they can't do that. They're just getting rid of fatty tissue.
So I would have spent $10,000, but my stomach would have still looked bloated and just stretched out because it still was.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me, I know when you first started on your scale, what was your beginning weight when you came in right before you were ready to go do lipo?
176.
Okay. And then at home, now you've been with me, have we been working on this 2-3 weeks yet?
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks at least?
Yeah, this is either the 5th or the 6th one.
Okay.
So
5th or 6th treatment.
Yes.
Okay, so we've been working, averaging about twice a week
mm-hmm.
for maybe 2 to 3 weeks, going on the 3rd week.
Mm-hmm.
And each time you've steadily progressed and seem to be doing better and better.
Well, the first time I felt better.
Yeah.
Like instantly.
Amen.
The first time, because I think we did about 20 minutes the first time.
Yeah.
That was all that I could handle. And nothing really came through that we could
during
see.
The session.
Right. But as soon as I went to the bathroom, it was like so much relief.
Oh,
and I had gotten to the point where I would have to go to sleep with a heating pad because my back would hurt so bad.
Yes, because all that pressure.
And now I don't. I just go to sleep.
There's so many nerves. There's more nerves in the low back, down the pelvic floor than any other place in the body.
It's crazy how much you don't realize how you were just kind of putting Band-Aids on stuff and just kind of covering up, like, to ease the pain and just to get through it instead of correcting it so that you don't have to.
Yes.
But anyway, so the first time I feel like it was a great session, even though a lot didn't pass on the table. When I went to the bathroom, it was relief. But every single time after that, it has, I can feel it. Like, I feel better. Mm-hmm. So now at home on the scale, it fluctuates between like 162 and 165.
And you started before you got here, you were how much?
176.
Okay, wow. So more than 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So that's profound if we're at number 5
right.
and you're already down 12 pounds.
Right.
So
yes,
it tells you,
exciting.
And I know that I've been teaching you a little bit about nutrition, and we're going to do more on lifestyle and nutrition. But I would say that you've done steadily your willingness. It's all about willingness and wanting to get better. And you tried everything else first, just like me. And I told you sounded so much like my own story and so many other stories. Is of course we're going to go to the GI doc. Of course we're going to try. And I think that's fine for diagnostics. And what they say, is you got a bowel infection from the x-ray or whatever they did, the test. And so you're doing great. And then what's your ultimate goal? What size would you like to be?
I don't know, because I wanted to get down to 160. I wanted to drop 10 pounds. I wanted to be at 166.
But you're already past that.
Right.
So past that now, you just get whatever you like for feeling cute.
And but if I feel better, you taught me to do the massage in the morning and to drink the warm
hot drink of any kind.
Well, I put lemon in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that has helped me to be more regular in between my sessions.
Yay.
And even my friends get excited if we're on the phone. I'm like, y'all, I have to go to the bathroom. They're like, go, 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 go. So it's
that big of a deal.
Yes, I never have to go. So even the tidbits that I picked up from you, all of that has transferred over into me feeling better.
Amen.
Every day.
Thank you so much. It's my absolute pleasure. Thanks so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right.